Hi guys, I was suggested that I make a highlighting contouring video. We do sell sets. I believe in the BB cream has a set as well as the loose powder. I know highlighting and contouring can be a little bit scary, even difficult. I'm still a beginner with liquid foundations, with highlighting and contouring. Just a personal preference. I'm not, I don't know, I guess I'm just not comfortable wearing quite as much. I'm not sure I'm going to get it blended right. So what I do is I contour with my bronzer, and then I go ahead and I highlight with just a lighter color. So usually the general rule is that you contour with, you can do a bronzer, something darker, at least 2 shades darker than your normal color foundation, and at least 2 shades lighter than your normal foundation. So with your highlighting, you generally want to hit, you kind of want to highlight your structures. So you do, here on the above the eyebrows, you're going to do down the nose. Here under the eyes, just above the cheekbones, and then a little bit on your nose is usually the general rule. So I have a light powder foundation I just have happened to have before when I've done this before, and you're just going to go in and highlight. So you kind of do a little bit of a V shape, and then of course you want to make sure that you're blending it in well to the rest of your face. And you can use, like I said, the creams. It's still going to be the general application rule. You would still do this with the BB cream, with anything. It's still the same mapping. And I'll put up, I found on Pinterest, I found a good map for where you place your highlighting and your contouring and whatnot. So I'll put that up as well. And I know it can be scary. Like I said, I just started a few months ago attempting to highlight and contour. And like I said, I just do it with my bronzer, which is, really nice. If you're having issues or you're a little bit nervous about doing it, I would start off that way as well. Just because you can blend a bronzer in really well. And then as you master it, and if you're really looking for more definition, you could, look into one of our contouring sets. And so I'm just going to go there above my eyebrows. And so it's kind of like a rule I read, that you do it where, the light hits the surface of that for your highlighting. And so, just even looking, you can see I get light, you get the light there, you get the light there. The light's going to hit there, down your nose, and then right here on your chin. And then sometimes I do a little bit just right there too. So that's the highlighting portion. You just want to make sure you get it blended in well, because you don't want to see lines between that and your normal foundation. And then I have our beachfront bronzer from Younique. And this you kind of go underneath your bony prominences. So I can't suck my cheeks in too well. But so you're going to go under your cheekbone here with that. And that's going to add definition to your bone structure. So, it could vary a little bit depending on your bone structure. And like I said, since I'm doing it with a bronzer and my bronzer is a little bit lighter, it's not going to be such a huge contrast in contouring, but you can see from side to side I'm getting a little more definition on my cheekbones right there. As opposed to this side already. So let's go underneath that cheekbone on this side. And then on your, you kind of want to go in on your nose just lightly. That's going to contour out the shape and structure of your nose. And then you're going to do your hairline on your forehead is going to help. And I usually go down to my temples. And like I said, doesn't necessarily have to be a bronzer that you do this with. I just like it because it's a little more subtle. You can do it with just a darker cream or powder foundation. And then just along your jawline, just lightly, right? Okay, so there you have it. And then I would go in and put some blush over that on my cheekbones right here as well. I didn't bring any out here with me, but that's just a quick tutorial on how to contour and highlight with just using a bronzer. Like I said, same basic principle. If you're going to be using any of our other contouring and highlighting complexions, you want to make sure, or sorry, collections, you want to make sure you do your highlighting here, your nose. You're going to do like a V here on the ridge of your eyebrows, chin, and here where the light hits. Then you're going to do your contouring along your structures to help those stand out. It makes your face look a little bit slimmer. And then along here I go to the temples. And then the key is make sure that you just blend it in really well so that you don't have lines there. But as you can see, it kind of finds out your structures, makes my cheeks, which are definitely not very thin, it does give them the picture of, you know, being a little bit more sunken in, so you can see a more defined cheekbone. And then you would just do your blush just right in there. Well, actually, we can go walk back and grab my blush. Just 1 minute. And my child is watching Sophia, so it's going to be loud. Okay, sorry. Maybe I can Photoshop that portion out. Okay. Alright, so now I'm back. So now I'll just show you really quickly. I think that would be more of a benefit than just telling you. So now I just have a blush that I use. Turn my back. And then just smile, and I'm just going to lightly dust both sides of my cheekbones. And make sure that that's okay. So there you have it. There's like the final look. You can still see the highlighting and contouring. My cheekbones definitely look more defined. My nose does. I hope that helps. If anybody else wants to see any other videos, any suggestions, please let me know.